And what's the impact of dubbing on the channel right now? Like how many more views do you think are happening because of dubs?
The problem is I'm not if you would have asked me like a year ago, I would know all this. I'm so like just filming all the time. I'm not as in the weeds, but we have a large Spanish speaking audience. We have a large Japanese speaking audience. We have, I'm trying to think of some of the other hotspots, Portuguese. I mean, just honestly all over the world.
Yeah.
Dubs are crushing on our channel. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to start dubbing.
I mean, this one's a great one because this will have the most natural flow in because, you know, because it'll get recommended against my videos and people will watch it.
I think that would make this the first dubbed video on our channel.
You never dubbed the last one? We talked about it. We
We
walked down a street at 2 a.m. in pitch black.
Look, and we're still working on putting graphics on the screen when you bring them up, man. Like, give us some time.
That was crazy. I have a memory of it. It was like just a blinking street light. Yeah, it was super dark, super late. We saw a turtle on the side of the road, and I'm explaining to them why they need to dub the podcast.
True. You're right.
And I was like, you're not going to do it. And they didn't. But this time, we'll see.
This time, maybe.
Okay, wait. So hold on.
There is no maybe. This time, you need
this time we have to.
Because that way I can be like, look at the difference.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. This most recent video, like the one thing I did think that was interesting, you tweeted obviously kind of like a big magnum opus version of a tweet of like, it's time to slow down videos, all YouTubers, let's chill out a bit. I do feel like what you did in 30 seconds in the intro is what you used to do in 10 seconds.
Yes.
In this intro.
It doesn't feel like it, but the intros are definitely way less overstimulating.
They're still fast paced. There's still a bit of like, we're here on this, you know, like there's like the style of talking, there's the text.
It's louder, you borderline yelling, agreed.
But then there's these interesting moments where like there's like a sweeping drone shot after 30 seconds and it just slows down a bit. And then there's a part in the middle where you explain the history of the island. And it's kind of unlike anything I've seen in your videos before. Yeah, so I was interested, like, do you feel like, because when I looked at this video, the main thing that stuck out to me was actually the thumbnail.
Yeah, it was great.
The thumbnail was really different.
I know.
And
I love it.
What do you think it's like that mix or like what? Like, this is a really well-performing video for you.
The thumbnail is more based in realism.
Yeah, it is, which, you know, I want to make my thumbnails more real over time. It's just, you know, there's so much to do, but that's one of the things we're obsessing over now. And I think we just nailed it perfectly on the abandoned city. But in the content, that's I think what I said 10 months ago. Yeah. Like what's interesting is like 10 months ago, that was when we really just started going all in on it. And we had a couple videos under our belt, like the ages 1 through 100, I believe, maybe like one other. Now we've had a bunch and it's like, I'm seeing the impact, like grocery store, like that is like, I think that's 25 minutes or something. I don't know, might be misquoting it, but it's a long video. We really built up that guy. And just let a lot of things breathe, and the retention was phenomenal. I mean, that video is almost on 200 million views. Same thing with Trap Together. You know, so that format did really well, just like making the videos longer, letting things breathe, letting you really get to know the character, and just like adding a little more depth to it. And you know, same thing with the 7 days videos, everything. Like my average video probably used to be like 11 minutes, and now they're closer to 20. Like I've factually almost doubled like the length of my content, and which is a big deal. Like no one really notices it because it's just kind of like subtle. Like the videos went from like 12 to 13 to 15 to 20, 25 over time. But like my videos are twice as long as they used to be. And they're like 30, 40% slower than they used to be. And I'm yelling probably 50, 60% less than I used to. Which
MrBeast with 50% less yelling.
Yeah, I know. Which I mean, like I looked at the old videos, I'm like, I don't even know why I was yelling. I don't know. I just kind of, that was just what I did. I think it was because like I used to not wear a lapel, and so I would talk really loud to the camera mic, and I just kind of I didn't even realize that was a habit. And like